Stream On Productions. It doesn't say, the website's working fine. We just got to get the link working because it says it's waiting for you to go live.
Yeah, I see that. Live theater. It's not really live theater. It's live TV / theater / internet.
So, okay, I got your text, I think.
Alyssa Uchenna, you good?
All right, I just published her link, but that means that everybody that's online needs to refresh.
Oh, wow.
So how are you going to tell them?
Okay, so we can, or can we? What would you suggest? We have our two hosts standing by.
Give me 1 second. You good? Okay, so I hear you. We are live. It's working on the website. I see everybody on the website. No problem.
Yeah, I posted in the other chat, the group chat too, on the other live, just saying it's a different link.
What I will do is I will post. So go ahead and move forward production. I will put a note at the top here of the site. I don't know because I can't force a refresh. So what I'll do is I'll just put a note and say, like, if you cannot see the live stream, please try refreshing your page. Okay.
Sounds great.
And because I think naturally, if people don't see it going, they'll probably try to refresh anyway. It's kind of a natural behavior. So I feel like it'll be okay to just say.
Yeah, they could be old like me, just waiting for it to start.
Fair.
Oh.
I'm gonna say, please note if you do not see.
Friends and family from around the world, streaming live from the ancestral homelands of the Lenni Lenape people, I am pleased to welcome our co-host for this evening's presentation, a theater major who is a rising senior at Rutgers University, Madame Uchenna Agbu. And joining her is a recent alumnus of Rutgers University, 1.5 weeks old alumnus, another BA theater major, Miss Alyssa Scott.
All right, we would like to give a warm welcome to everyone watching on the internet and from all around the globe. Tonight, we will be streaming 6 short plays from our class, Race, Identity, and Theater. We learned a lot about ourselves and our identities and the world around us with respect to race and racism in this class. And I know that I'm so glad to have gone on such an introspective journey with my fellow classmates, and we can't wait for you all to see what we've learned and created throughout our spring semester.
We learned so much in this class, not only about our identities, but about basic play structure. And we had professional dramaturgs visit class to offer comments about the structure, flow, and character development throughout our pieces. And I want to give a special thank you to those dramaturgs who actually zoomed in from all around the world. We have Kayla Kim Vodopek, all the way from Korea. We have Sibu Siso Mamba from South Africa, and Gina Pisale from here in the United States. So thank you guys so much for your help throughout this process.
So that everyone knows, all of tonight's plays are intended for mature audiences and may contain adult language and topics, so viewer discretion is advised. There will be content warnings before some of the plays.
And without further ado, our first play is by our very own Uchenna Egbu. It's called Something Bad. And the content warning for this piece is that it contains discussions of suicidal ideation and mental health crisis. Let's give it up for Something Bad.
What are you doing?
Shut up. Oh, it smells weird. Perfume, almost. What if you break out?
I always use this.
I always use this.
Shut up!
Sorry.
You're going to break out. Okay, maybe you should add like a little bit more to cover those like dark circles and stuff.
Isn't that what concealer's for? Anyway, she looks fine. You wouldn't even be able to tell she only slept for
3 hours.
Excuse me! I was talking! Anyway, yeah, she slept for 3 hours. Honestly, I think the dark circles are kind of pretty. It's like an aesthetic or something. Hey, what if you don't use any of this?
No, she needs to use, oh my god, oh my gosh. Throw it away. Throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. I can literally feel it on the floor, throw it away. Something bad is gonna happen. You're going to die if you use that. Throw it away. Your hand definitely touched the floor. Okay, maybe it didn't, but it definitely did. It did. It did. This looks weird. What if everyone thinks you look weird? Okay, honestly, you look like shit. Sorry. Not shit. I'm not sorry. Not shit. You look bad. This looks bad. You look ugly. Sorry.
I'm telling you, you're so pretty. You don't need any of this. You're prettier than most of the people who are gonna be there.
Maybe you shouldn't go.
It's just class. Why would she not go?
Maybe you shouldn't go.
Can you, like, answer my question?
Maybe you shouldn't go.
Maybe I shouldn't go.
Something bad's gonna happen if you go today. Wait, is the stove on? No, you turned it off. Wait, is the door locked? Wait, maybe the stove is on. What if the apartment burns down? Wait, you should go check. You should check.
Can I ask you a question? Do you ever feel like you're not in control?
No, what do you mean? No.
Like, I don't know. All of a sudden you're doing things you said you'd never do and you can't even figure out why. You're not even thinking about why.
I always think about why.
Okay. Well, do you ever feel it?
Feel what?
Like you're not in control?
Don't say that. Okay, I have to be. I have to be, or else. So what happened with Ryan the other night?
We broke up.
You know, I haven't slept for more than 3 hours a night in weeks. It just gets kind of foggy sometimes. I got paranoid, I guess.
What happened?
We broke up.
What happened?
Sometimes it's like I'm in this abyss. Not a dark one, but a multicolored one, maybe. Where all the thoughts, versions of myself, my feelings live. And one day, they all decide to wake up at the exact same time. It's chaos. Imagine the entire contents of your heart and brain roaming free. It's that kind of abyss. I wasn't thinking straight.
Everything was moving fast, too fast.
I was just thinking too fast, or it was like I wasn't even thinking at all. I just kept thinking something bad was going to happen. It just kept getting worse. I kept getting worse.
I called
angry.
him, we started fighting.
I was just thinking.
I just kept thinking something bad was going to
Well,
happen.
of course you started thinking that something bad always happens.
He doesn't listen to me.
He never listens.
So I had to give him a reason to listen.
What happened?
No one cares about me. Do you know how hard it is to think that all the time? No one is looking out for me. Not him, not you, not anyone. So I got in the car.
And I drove.
No one knows the worries of those who grow cold.
What happens when your mind misses your soul
When you go somewhere no one knows.
and you drive into that very abyss?
Just to see if you will be missed. And the voices.
Oh, the voices.
No.
Sometimes, at some point, you have to let them free.
When they wake up and outnumber you,
When something bad is bound to be.
join the chaos, let them be.
No. What were you thinking?
I was thinking he wouldn't notice if I died today.
All right, let's give it up for Uchenna and something bad. Woo! All right, Uchenna, do you want to tell us a little bit about your cast?
Sure. The cast for my play had 3 really talented actors, as you all saw, who all actually just graduated from Mason Gross. So it was really exciting to watch them work as like people who have completed their acting training, and it was really cool to watch them. They brought so much life and nuance to the characters. I literally sent them the script on a Friday afternoon, and that Saturday morning we were filming it off book. So it was really cool to watch them, and I'm really grateful.
Wow, awesome. Do you think, based off this experience and how this process went, that you would write more in the future?
Yes, I plan to. Playwriting has been something I've explored since I started college 3 years ago in 2020, and I hope to one day make a career out of it. So yeah, I'm going to keep writing.
Ooh, well, based on this, I'd love to see anything you have for us in the future. So keep us posted.
Thank you. All right. So next up, we have Milligrams, written by Luke Farrell. The content warning for this is this piece contains discussions of mental health, suicidal ideation, and homophobia.
you're gonna wear a hat to your date.
Oh, well, help me figure this out.
Okay, show me options.
So this one, right?
I like the
This one.
yellow.
I could also do this.
Not you.
Yeah, probably not. Or I could do this. Because bucket hats, they're like really in right now.
Are they?
Yeah, they're in.
I'm gonna be really honest with you. I don't think you need the hat. Just be you.
All right, no hat. No hat.
Well, my friend, the time has finally come. You're off to the mystical, fucked up world of Tinder.
Thanks, Sam. Yeah, that's exactly what I need to hear right now.
You know I'm just fucking with you. You're gonna do great. Think of it as an interview. You're sussing him out. And if he's a fuckboy and hurts you, I'll kill him.
I know you will. I just can't believe, we've been talking for almost 2 whole weeks and we're finally meeting. I mean, what if I look different than my pictures? Like, that would be so awkward, just him coming in and like, oh, that is not what I thought you looked like. I mean, I think I've gained weight since I took the first one. And last night, I got high and binged Buffalo Wild Wings and watched Broad City. I mean, I definitely gained at least like 5 pounds from that.
You are so hard on yourself. You did not gain weight overnight. Everyone gets stoned and eats like shit every once in a while. Again, you need to refrain your mind. You should be just as critical of him as you're being of yourself. He's just some random guy. You are badass.
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty surface level. I mean, we did move over to Snap though, and I'm just worried because he's always at clubs and shit on his story, and like obviously, I don't know the club scene too well, but like, aren't those just a fuck fest? Like, would he cheat on me?
Okay. I don't think we should be worrying about cheating on the first date. And to answer your question, yes, they are. But look, this is just a trial run. You've never done this before, and I am so damn proud of you for putting yourself out there and actually meeting this guy. It's not easy, and you've been through so much. This is such character growth for you. And you need to give yourself some credit for just doing this. And I mean, you know my saying, guys are shitty in the city, but you have to burn a few pancakes before you flip the right one. And don't put all of your eggs into one basket. You've got this.
Okay. Oh, he's in the waiting room. Does my hair look good? I mean, I blow dried it and styled it, but I don't want it to look like, like I'm doing too much.
It's gay New York City Tinder. I think you'll be fine.
Okay. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna let him know. I'll call you later.
Okay, good luck. Love you lots.
Hey, Ian. Hey, what's up?
Oh, hey there. Greg, right?
Yeah, it's nice to finally meet you. This is my first Tinder date. I mean, well, I think it's a date. Sorry. Sorry, I'm nervous. How are you? How's the puppy?
Oh, he's just so cute. He's at the groomer right now. There's this pet spot in Dumbo that he is just obsessed with. They give him a little bow tie when they give him back to me.
Aw. I always wanted a French bulldog. But they're so expensive and there's not a lot to adopt. I have a cat. She's kind of annoying though. She wakes me up every single morning at 8 a.m. to feed her. And I'm, sure a dog wouldn't be much different. But that deafening meow just sends me spiraling when I want to sleep in.
Cute. You're hot. Wow. Where are you from again?
Well, I'm originally from a small town in Pennsylvania. One you've probably never heard of. Or, I mean, maybe you have. It's a small world. Anyway, I'm at Columbia now. How about you?
Pennsylvania. Right. Sorry. These guys are crazy. NYU.
Oh, what do you mean?
New York University? Have you never heard of it?
No, I meant... Never mind. What's your major? I'm doing dramaturgy, but I might change that. I mean, the professors are sort of hard asses.
Marketing. My dad works in a marketing firm, so I'm pretty much set.
Sorry, what's that? What's that sound?
Grinder. You want it?
Oh, no. Well, I was, but I started seeing too many of the people from my program, and I'm not sure why I was surprised. I just didn't feel like I should be, showing all.
You sure like to talk.
Sorry. Sorry. I do that when I'm nervous. I'm sorry we had to meet this way. My roommate has COVID, and I felt like it's been too long for us not to meet. I mean, have you been on these Zoom dates before?
No. I usually meet my hookups in person.
Hookups?
What are all those bottles behind you? Like, I mean, I'm guessing one is prep, but there's so many.
What's prep?
You're funny. It's cute. But, like, really, what are the other ones? You're not like a drug addict, right? Because that would, like, kind of a turn
No,
off.
of course not. I'm far from it. That's just for my anxiety and depression.
You're kidding, right?
No, I mean I'm fine now. I've been taking these for like a year. I just gotta, keep taking them. So, how do you like NYU? I have a few friends that go there, and they were getting those gross watermelon salads delivered at the beginning of COVID, like the ones from TikTok.
Don't you, like, go to therapy or whatever? Like, why do you need those? And I don't know if we can do this if you're not on prep.
Yes, I have a therapist, but it can only go so far. Like, it's like if you break your leg, physical therapy could help you heal it, but you still need to take pain medication to alleviate the pain.
Okay, but you can be addicted to those pain pills, just like you can be addicted to whatever it is you're taking. You must be, like, really crazy.
Crazy?
No, you know what I meant? Like, sorry. I meant you must be, like, really sad and nervous all the time just to take all those pills. Like, this one guy I was hooking up with, he caught feelings for me and I had to let him down, and he didn't want to have sex with me anymore, and that made me, like, really sad. So I ate an entire pint of Ben and Jerry's ice cream and watched The Notebook, and the next day I was fine.
Right, but that's not the same thing.
Look, I know whatever you're going through probably sucks, but just know that it will get better. Try going outside. Go for a walk. Maybe finally download Grinder. You'll find a super hot guy on there who will make you forget about whatever this other guy did or whatever's going on.
Aren't we?
And look at it this way. I think that maybe if this goes well, we can even be friends and talk about whatever's going on. Watch a movie, talk about guys, go out to dinner. I mean, we could, like,
Tinder. I kind of assumed we were going on a date or two and see. Where it
I mean,
goes.
we've never said we were dating. That's crazy. We've never even met in person before.
I know. I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying that we.
Are you already getting attached? Look, this happens all the time. I understand. Let me just squash this now, okay? I don't want to date you. I'll let you hook up with me if that makes you feel better, but I'm just not looking for anything serious right now.
Okay, I don't want to just hook up.
And look, I'm just setting expectations, okay? It's nothing against you. I've been here before, and I don't know what I do to make every guy think that I want to do the whole, let's get coffee and post cute Instagram stories together and go on dates. Like, yes, okay, that is all very nice, but that's just, I'm not there yet, okay? College is for having fun.
That's totally fine. I mean, we can just be friends.
I've enjoyed talking to you. You seem like you'd be a great friend. Even if I wanted to date you, I don't think I could do the whole pill thing, okay? Not to judge your brain chemistry or whatever, I know it can suck, but that shit does change your brain chemistry. This dude from Hunter was over, and I literally saw a bottle of Cialis in his bag. Like, how old are you? We're like literally.
Are you?
Excuse me?
You're the kind of guy that thinks that everyone is obsessed with you just because you can lure some desperate guy to your perfect apartment to have sex with and like ghost them like they never existed, and then talk to all your friends like, OMG, that guy was so obsessed with me. I kind of feel bad for him. I had to let him down easy. He wasn't even that good in bed.
Well, at least I don't have to take any pills to get it up.
To get it up? What the fuck are you even talking about? So what? I have to take some pills every morning since I was born with a fucked up brain. At least I don't have to take pills to get rid of STDs.
Wow. You'll never last a day in the gay community if you're going to be this prejudiced. I was trying to be nice and not judge you, but you are clearly very fucked up.
But I
don't think this is going to work.
Oh, I couldn't agree more.
Oh.
And for the record, just because I don't want to sleep with all of Manhattan doesn't mean that I'm prejudiced.
Oh my God.
That I have self-respect and don't want a narcissist that relies on daddy's money to tell me that I'm fucked up.
Huh.
You know what? Next time a doctor tells you that you have any sort of health issue and prescribes you medication, no, I'm not taking that. I'm going to go take a walk and eat Ben & Jerry's because I don't want to turn into a drug addict. If you even knew what it was like to be a prisoner in your own brain, not be able to get out of bed in the morning or go to Target because you'll have a panic attack in the snack aisle, you'd take whatever you can get to feel better. Imagine failing out of your first semester of college because you missed a month of class because you had such bad anxiety that you couldn't even get in the car without not being able to breathe. Imagine a friend asking you to hang out to get coffee or whatever, and you have to make up some lame excuse because you've been sobbing on your bedroom floor for the past hour. Imagine having to explain to your friends why you have to go to the clinic downtown 3 days a week for 3 hours. Imagine waking up in the morning and wishing that you didn't. And going to bed and hoping it's the last time. You couldn't. You couldn't even begin to imagine because you don't know what it's like to have made so much progress and live your life and then someone tell you it's just because you're copping out by taking a pill.
Greg, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Of course you didn't know. Because you're too busy looking in the mirror and messaging weird men on Grindr to be able to empathize with literally anyone that doesn't have the same life you do.
When we first started talking, I think I saw something in you that I've been pushing down. I'm struggling too. My family is conservative, and they don't know that I'm gay. They can't know. Here, I can be whoever I want, and it is so exhilarating. I just don't think I found that yet.
I don't know, Ian. I know it can be hard, and pushing all that down can make you boil over. I mean, I don't think you're a monster, but from these past 5 minutes, I know that you need to just listen.
Okay, talk to me. Tell me about you. I think I need someone to call me out on my bullshit, and I think this could really go somewhere. And, I'm sorry about talking to you like that.
My name is Greg. I like Starbucks, taking walks in Dumbo, listening to musical theater, and watching sitcoms. And of course, I'm a drug addict.
Okay, I deserve that. I'm Ian, and
You
I don't know. I don't know who I am.
what do you mean?
You were right. I spend too much time doing shit that doesn't fulfill me and doesn't help other people. I spend all day judging people and talking shit to a bunch of people who couldn't care less about me.
Ian, I don't think you're a bad person. I mean, as much as I want to reach through the screen, being a gay man means so much. And it's different for everyone. We all have a different journey. It's such a special part of all of us, but you have to realize that that isn't all that you are. I mean, think about what you like to do on a sunny Friday afternoon and what keeps you going, through a rainy Sunday morning. A year ago, I couldn't even go to the kitchen to get a cup of coffee, and now I'm on a Zoom date. I mean, as shitty as it's going. My struggles have made me who I am, and I'm better because of it. It's not everything to me, but I can stand here and say I'm proud of how far I've come. You need to take time to find out what's important to you. Who and what makes you whole.
Well, I think you can do that for me. Just give me another shot. I can.
You need
I can.
You need to be alone. You need to know what it's like to start over. You need to do some deep diving and figure out how you got here and how you're going to move forward. You need to take in the world around you. That's not something someone can give you. And I think you can start by deleting that app.
You're right. Thank you. Seriously.
Don't thank me. Do better. You can.
Oh. I need to rethink my entire life, so I guess I should go.
Happy soul searching.
But I'll talk to you soon, right?
Okay, let's give it up for milligrams. Wow, I feel like I need to go do some soul searching after that one. That's one thing college will teach you. It's who you are, right? So our playwright, Luke Farrell, will be joining us a bit later in the night. So for now, in the meanwhile, I'm going to talk to you guys. I wanted to ask you guys a question, actually. Are any of you in the audience, are you in high school, or are you a high school student that wants to act someday in Hollywood or on the bright lights of Broadway? Or do you happen to know a high school student that wants to act? If so, then this person needs to attend this summer's Rutgers Summer Acting Conservatory. It's happening July 2nd to July 30th, and we are celebrating our 20th anniversary. So we offered an unparalleled conservatory acting training for young artists here at Rutgers campus, and we want you to be a part of it. Like I said, it's a 4-week conservatory program all of July. And if you want to know what it's like studying acting in college, even right now while you're in high school, this is the place to be. And also, not only will we be trained under our professors, but you'll get to see 4 Broadway shows, including Back to the Future, starring our own Rutgers grad, Roger Bart. So after tonight's program, be sure to view our promotional video, which will be sent in the chat below. And up next, we have our very own Rachel Bland, who's the playwright for her play, Straight Play. Enjoy.
You're late.
I know. I'm so sorry. It's just
I don't want to hear your excuses, really. I know how you new recruits tend to be.
wow. Well, I did not expect this.
So you finally got a job? The 3 years we were together, you never once had a job.
Violet, you were the hard worker, and I should feel oh so bad about it.
You know what, Jay? Why don't we stop wasting time and get on with the training, shall we?
Sure.
Sure. So first we can begin by
I've been texting you, you know?
I know.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
Well then, how come you didn't, like, respond?
Because I didn't want to. Can we get on with the training now, please?
Wait, Vi.
Why should I wait? After everything, why should I give you the courtesy of waiting to hear whatever bullshit you have to say? I mean, seriously.
No, but I'm begging you. You have
Oh,
to.
so now you're begging me?
Yes, I beg you.
Okay, what do you have to say?
Well, okay, so
Yeah, I don't have time to sit around and hear you stutter for an hour. So we have a job to do, right? And if you want to keep the job that you just got, I suggest that you speed this confession up. Okay? Plus, Ava would hate that I'm even talking to you right now.
all right. Ava. How is she, by the way?
She's great.
That's awesome.
Okay, so what did you have to say?
Well, I need you to listen to me.
Okay.
Like, for real.
Okay.
All right. Well, now that I have you here, there's really only just one thing I need to say. And that is, I am so incredibly sorry for...
Yeah, I'm gonna set up now, you know, and do my job.
It's been eating me up for the past 6 months, and I can't hold it in any longer.
So when you first enter your observation deck, you have to switch on the atmosphere monitor. That's very important for it to warm up.
I say I didn't mean to hurt you. And I couldn't take hurting you any longer. You know, throughout our relationship, I was so stupid, and I couldn't give you 100% of myself. And, you know, if there's any way you could forgive me, you don't have to, but I need you to know that I'm sorry. Like, truly. And I need you to know that.
Why keep humiliating me?
What?
Is it like your favorite pastime or something? Torturing and humiliating me? I mean, you come to my job and just decide to embarrass me. Do you even know how hard it is for me to see your face right now? I feel sick.
Sick? Why?
Because, Jay, you made me feel like a monster when I told you I couldn't be with you. And that's exactly what you wanted, wasn't it?
A monster? No, but you have to understand, even though I was totally in the wrong, You have to admit, it's embarrassing to have your ex come out as lesbian right after you've been with them.
So once you turn that on, you have to set up your observation notes.
Please?
No, Jay, you know what's embarrassing? Being outed to your parents because they just happen to be friends online with your stupid boyfriend who just decided to post when your ex is gay now, so you go to the gym to make yourself feel better. Because it's just so funny that I finally was real with you for once, and I thought you could be a friend even if we weren't together. And having your parents call you and ask, "Are you really a lesbian now?" They said it like it was some kind of disease. Yeah. Because that's just the most humiliating thing I can think of.
Reason why I
No, you let me finish. What gave you the right to make a joke at my expense? Huh? I told you that in total confidence, Jay. I trusted you. You were the first person I told because I thought it would be more cruel to lead you on when I knew it wouldn't work. But I loved you, you know? Despite how terribly you treated me, I would have walked to the ends of the earth for you, and you wouldn't walk a mile for me.
Terribly? Vi, come on now. I was not terrible to you.
You literally missed every anniversary known to man.
Okay, but you said those things weren't important to you.
Well, they are.
How was I supposed to know that while we were together?
You never even called my mom when she had her foot surgery.
Okay, but I didn't think her and I were that close to the point where we would have to check up on each other.
You were my boyfriend for 3 years. I think that's enough time for you to care about how she is. And you know she loved you. Even now, she calls me asking if I've spoken to you to check on you. I guess now I can tell her yes.
Wow, so I guess I was just so terrible, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were.
The funny thing is, it's like, where was this when we were dating?
You only didn't know about it because I didn't know it was so terrible at the time. But compared to my relationship now, yeah, okay. It was horrible.
Okay,
you don't even listen. You
dramatic.
You can't listen to me, and I'm not gonna beg you to.
Why? You're not listening to me. You know I was going through shit when we were together.
Do you even hear yourself right now?
Yes, but God, you're being a child right now.
You're being a child.
That's what you're doing right now.
Jack asshole.
What? You know I was going through shit when we were together. Does that not mean anything to you?
I know you were. But I was there for you through all of it. You cannot deny that I was there for you through everything. And I thought you could do the same for me, but you didn't. Can't change the past, though.
I'm sorry. Okay? If that's what you want to hear.
I think, Jay, you just want to hear that I forgive you, but I don't. But I thank you because I never would have met Ava if I didn't have the guts to tell you.
I'm happy for you.
Thanks. Can't even tell her about my day now that you're here.
Why?
Because she, hates you.
All right. Lately, it feels like everybody does.
Jay, look at the earth.
Why?
Look at the earth. It's too vast to crumble. One day it will, but not yet. We all will, but not yet.
Not yet. I'm sorry, Violet. This isn't about me. It's about you. I need you to know that I'm trying. Like, for real. And I was only a dick to you because I was in love with you. And I didn't want to imagine my life without you. And I was less of a man because of the friends I was with. They hounded me for weeks afterwards, and they actually started saying some pretty messed up shit about you. And I literally haven't spoken to them since. So, yeah. I'm, like, trying.
Thank you for trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying too. Trying to be happy. Ava really helps. I know you can be happy too, and I want that for you. Can you turn on the atmosphere monitor?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Thanks, Vi.
Don't mention it. Thank you for everything.
Amazing. Let's give it up for Rachel. Awesome. Hey, Rachel.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. I am dying to know, what was your inspiration for writing this play?
Oh, oh my God, what was it? Well, I guess I just wanted a story to talk about, I guess, queerness, but in a way that related to me a little bit more. And I really like sci-fi and like fantasy and things like that. So I wanted to incorporate elements of that as well into the story. But I also didn't want to do it in a way that was too heavy. So I wanted to make it a little bit more comedic. And I think all of those elements together inspired what you just saw.
Yeah, it did. I mean, they were on the moon. I think that's
They were.
incredible. So after watching, was your play what you imagined it would be?
It was, I think it was even better than I thought it would be, because I think I had a specific vision in mind, even if I didn't know it. And then seeing those two actors, like, oh, they were just incredible. Like, they did it in a way that was different from what I imagined, but it was so much better than I was imagining in my head. So it was great.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so next up, we have Broken Down, written by Evigny Severanova. Oh, and the content warning for this piece is this piece contains themes of transphobia.
Good job. I mean, now it's gonna take forever to get this fixed.
It's not my fault that everything in this building is 1,000 years old and breaks at the slightest touch.
It's never your fault, is it?
What do you mean?
I said it. Blaming whatever you do on anyone and anything but yourself. In my 3 years in this building, I haven't got stuck in this elevator once.
This elevator looks so old that it's a miracle you never got stuck in it before. It must be barely working at this point.
It works just fine when you treat it like a normal person who's aware of their surroundings and doesn't try to jump in, barely avoiding slamming themselves into closed doors. It's always excuses with you.
What are you going on about? Do I know you? I don't remember ever seeing you before.
Oh, wow. I put up with you for so long, and this is what I get. You don't even recognize my face.
I feel like I'm missing something here. Seriously, who are you?
Now, you know what? Forget it. If you can't remember me, what's the point of talking?
So I don't have connection, do you?
No.
How are we getting out of here?
I don't know. The lift should get fixed eventually.
So how's it going?
I don't want to talk with you.
Come on. I'm just trying to start a conversation here. It's a Sunday night. We're going to be waiting for the repairman for a while.
I said I don't want to talk.
Listen, I don't have the slightest idea what horrible crime I've committed to make you hate me so much, but if it makes you feel any better, I apologize for getting us stuck here. I just moved, knew this place was a dump, and didn't realize how fragile it was. Name's Brian, but you seem to already know that.
I cannot believe I had to introduce myself to you again. Name's Robert. Ring any bells?
Oh! I couldn't recognize you. Your voice changed so much. It's been a while. How have you been?
Really? After all that happened, that's what you ask? I'm fine. Finally getting my life together now that you're not in it to ruin it. Got a decent job, found myself a place here, was hoping to never see you again, but here we are.
Ouch.
No, really. What did you expect to hear? It's so nice to see you. Let me forget all our history and chat about the weather. Dating you was probably the darkest period of my life.
It wasn't that bad.
You were texting other men. I'm sincerely glad I had enough sense to stop putting up with you after finding out. Honestly, you did me a favor with that one. Who knows how long I would have stayed if that didn't happen.
I only cheated because you were bringing barely any passion into the relationship. Haven't been bringing any for a while before I even thought of doing so. I just ended up having to look for that passion somewhere else. Besides, we both know it was never going to be that serious. I don't really do, like I'm like into real guys.
Clearly, you forgot to let me know it wasn't that serious. And I am a real man,
You know what I meant. It's just different with guys like you. It was a confusing time period for me too. I was still figuring out my sexuality. After being with you, I knew I could try being with an actual guy. I'm very thankful you helped me with that.
You're not welcome. It was selfish of you to just use me as an experiment. Experiment with what, even?
What?
Say it. You were too afraid to admit to yourself you were gay, so you went out with a trans guy. You just never fully saw me as a man, so it was somehow not as scary to you, not as gay.
Well, in that case, it was selfish of you to think that a gay man could ever love you. That's why it never got serious with us.
I think it has nothing to do with you being gay and everything to do with you being transphobic.
Don't twist my words. I'm not transphobic. I would never call you a woman or something, but gay men are physically attracted to men's bodies. Maybe if you had all the surgeries, that would work out, but for God's sakes, you still had breasts back then. It was like going out with the guy in public and then coming back home and just being disgusted the second you took your shirt off.
Wow. That must have been really difficult for you. I can't imagine what you had to go through.
Yes, it was actually. I had to lie to my friends and say that your voice was so squeaky because you had some hormonal problem or some shit, so I wouldn't get laughed at for dating a tranny.
Hard to feel bad for you, honestly. It's entirely your problem that your friend group consists of other transphobic assholes. Should have picked better friends if you didn't want them to laugh at you. Oh, by the way, good job calling my body disgusting after dropping the T slur. And good job calling my body disgusting and dropping the T slur right after saying you're not transphobic.
Would I have dated you if I was such a transphobe?
You were a chaser. I should have seen it right away, but I was too dysphoric and desperate, and you preyed on that.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we shouldn't talk. I don't want to stand here and be accused of all this shit while I'm being trapped.
Too late. You started this. People don't usually call you out on your bullshit, do they? It's how you come out thinking you're the fucking best despite everything you do.
Oh, yeah? Are you going to cry about it next time you hurt yourself? And run crying to whoever still listens to you.
What for? Let's give it up for Broken Down. So unfortunately, the writer is unable to be present with us tonight, but Avigny is a visual arts major and was new to playwriting, which you wouldn't be able to tell by his piece. It was amazing. So let's give another round of applause to Broken Down.
Awesome. So back on the topic of RSAC, which is the Rutgers Summer Acting Conservatory. Alyssa, you were actually part of that in what year?
I was in the summer of 2020 or 2021. It was during COVID, so it was completely virtual. And since it was virtual, they allowed college students to also join the high school students. And so I was already part of Rutgers, but I was able to experience what it was like being a BFA actor for the summer. So
wow. And what was that
like? It was really cool. Yeah. It was really cool. Your schedule was fully made up for you, and you get to experience different classes, like as if you were a college student. So meeting different Rutgers faculty, and that's where I met Professor Marshall Jones III. And now I'm taking more of his classes, and he's a fantastic mentor to me. So I'm very grateful for the program, and it showed me a lot in a short amount of time.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Fun fact for those who don't know, RSAC alum Midori Francis attended the program back in 2012, and she is now on Grey's Anatomy and starred as Lily in the Netflix series Daphne Lily, as well as Mindy Kaling's The Sex Lives of College Girls.
All right. Now I want to welcome to the floor Luke Farrell, who is the playwright for Milligrams. Let's give it up for Luke. Hi, Luke. How are you doing? Welcome back.
Hello. Nice to be here.
Luke also owns his own production company called Farrell Studios. So, he wears many hats. So pardon his tardiness, please. But here we are. And I wanted to ask some questions about Milligrams. So it was very deep and very insightful. So I was just wanted to pick your brain about what went through your mind while you were writing it versus watching them film it.
Yeah. So in writing it, kind of coming up in college and graduating high school during COVID, I feel like we all kind of had different experiences with sexuality and identity and kind of exploring what that looks like while still talking about themes, within the gay community and kind of hot topics surrounding mental health. And filming it was really great. Our cast was so wonderful and almost exactly what I had pictured in my head when, we kind of came up with our quote unquote celebrity casting during a class assignment. So it was really great.
Cool. What would you say was your favorite part of the process?
My favorite part of the process was probably some of the improvised moments. So times when the actors sort of went off the script and kind of, suggested different things. Both the actors and Marshall, saw opportunities for really great moments that we were able to take advantage of and ended up being really awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Another round of applause for Luke.
Awesome. All right, so up next we have Nobody, written by our very own Alyssa Scott.
Hey, is anyone sitting here? Hello?
Yeah, you can take it. What are you doing?
Said I could sit.
Oh, I thought you wanted the chair to sit somewhere else.
Nope. What you watching?
What?
What are you watching?
Friends.
I love that show. Isn't it so funny how Chandler and Ross were friends freshman year and remained friends for life, and Rachel and Monica were friends since high school?
Yep, that's why it's called Friends.
I'm just saying, we are at the beginning stages of that. Freshman year. Someone we meet this year could be the maid of honor at our wedding, or best man.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, I've actually seen you around. I didn't want to bother you because you're always so quiet or busy, so. But I wanted to say I like your piercings. My mom would not let me get piercings, but then I had to get braces. So almost like I had piercings in my mouth. I felt so cool, like I had grills. I mean, no one else at school thought so, but I did.
Thanks.
We also have creative writing together. Your jokes are so good. Why are you so quiet all the time?
What's wrong with being quiet?
Nothing. It's just your work is so funny. I figured you want to crack one out loud once in a while. Well, I guess it's better than being told you're too loud.
Who said you're too loud?
My roommate.
Well, who cares what she thinks?
I do. She's my best friend.
Then why'd you just say she was your roommate?
Because technically, we're not best friends yet, but we will be. Why are you sitting by yourself? Are all your friends at the gym or something?
No, just me.
Okay. How come?
Home is pretty far, so that's what happens when you move. You leave everyone behind and start over.
Yeah. You know what happens when you don't move either? Sometimes physical distance isn't the problem. You know how like on TV, like military brats, like they're always so lonely because they always move? I'm the opposite. You would think it would be great because I never had to move, so I never had to leave my friends. Except all my friends left me. Each of them moved away one by one, and I had to start high school alone. I mean, I didn't get made fun of like the new kid always is, but I didn't get welcomed into any of the cliques either. Just, you know how in all the movies the main character always has a best friend at school that they're super close with? Even the so-called outcasts are paired up. I feel like that's an unfair expectation to place on kids. Not everybody has somebody. Sometimes all you have is you, which is essentially nobody. You know?
Well, sometimes it's better off being alone.
I mean, I can't say I am nobody. You know, I have my siblings and my parents for the most part, but you're not always with your family. So sometimes I feel like I have no one. But college is a place for new opportunities. And I was hoping to get close with my roommate, and I did. Until now. I'm pretty sure she hates me now. And I'm doing it again. It's probably why she hates me, because I talk too much.
She says she hates you?
Well, not exactly. She just went off and said she never wanted to talk to me again. So, sort of. Probably. I don't know. It's unclear. I'll just apologize when I get home. Oh, or I can do it now. Hey! Hey, Teresa, over here. Hey, so do you want a place to sit?
No, no,
Or
no.
this is-
I'm not staying. But I'm glad I found you. Are you busy?
No, and actually, I wanted to apologize.
Cool. Can I borrow your car? It's really important.
Oh, I don't know. I have to try to rehearsal later. And
Please, it's super important.
what's going on? Are you okay?
I really need to go and get lashes like ASAP. The girls and I are going to a party tomorrow night, and Trent's gonna be there, so you know it's dressed to impress.
Lashes, but you have like 20 pairs at home.
I know, but they're not the right shape. They're giving very desperate or really slutty.
So all of you guys are going to a party tomorrow.
Yeah, it's Melissa's friend's party. You don't know her.
She said no. Just get them tomorrow.
You don't understand. I need all of this time to get ready for the party tomorrow. Listen, I know you don't know how to do your lashes, but that's no reason to be selfish about this. Okay?
Hey, I don't know how to do them. You told me to do it one time and you poked me in the eyeball.
I
was
know.
gonna flinch. It's my first.
I know, and I forgive you. It's in the past, okay? It's in the past. Now, can I have the keys or not? You can always take the bus, please. Thanks. See you later.
That's your best friend? She didn't even let you get a word out. And she said you talk too much?
No, it's okay.
Seems to me like she uses you, and whenever you ask for something, it's always an issue. Am I right?
No, I always ask at the wrong time.
And her asking for the car now wasn't an inconvenient time for you?
I mean, yeah, but she needed it.
You're really nice. Maybe a little too nice.
Yeah, I get that all the time. It's probably why I wasn't invited.
Who needs a big friend group anyway? Just adds unnecessary drama and stress.
Yeah, like who wants to have big birthday parties? People to go on vacation with on spring break. Going to the beach, taking cute group pictures and matching bathing suits, the drink in your hand, little umbrellas, in the sun, just
Beaming, excruciating heat on your face. Besides, spring break is way too much money to spend it with people who you're probably not even going to talk to in the next 5 years. I only have 3 people I trust that much.
oh, why don't you go with that?
Me, myself, and I.
Wow. Not even your parents.
My parents travel a lot for work. Dubai, Italy, France.
Wow, that is so awesome. I mean, no wonder you're not impressed by a beach trip when you've been to Dubai. If you're bougie, just say so. I mean, the rest of us still want to travel even if you've done it all. And a solo trip is just not going to cut it for me.
I'm not bougie.
Whatever. Everyone says that France has fantastic food. What's your favorite?
I wouldn't say it's fantastic. Sure, if you like fancy, weird textures, but who wants to eat liver and snails?
Hey, escargot is a delicacy.
I'm just saying, I'm more of a chicken tenders and mac and cheese kind of guy.
Mmm, simple. I don't know if I can be friends with the guy who still eats like a child.
Good, then leave me alone.
Chill, I was just joking.
Hey, Mom. I'm fine. How are you? Yes, I'm keeping my grades up. What is it? No, Parents' Weekend is next weekend. Wait, but you said you took off work weeks ago. Well, tell them you can't. I know, but you said nothing could make you miss this one. Mom, it's always an emergency. Why can't they cover for you for one weekend? I shouldn't even be surprised. Work has always been more important to you than your only son. I'm sorry. No. I know. I'm sorry. Yes, I know. Time is money, so money is made by sacrificing time. Okay. I'll see you over winter break. Yes, I won't let my grades slip. Graduate early with honors. That's the goal. Yes, I know. okay? Okay, Mom. Right. Bye.
There's no seats left, remember? Is that your mom? It'll be okay. Parents Weekend really isn't that important.
This isn't her first time. It's like all she cares about is money. Sometimes I feel like she doesn't even care about me.
I'm sure she cares.
She said she'd be willing to miss my graduation if it means me leaving school debt free. You know, like, I feel like I should be grateful. I feel like it's way better to be alone anyway.
Who told you that?
It's my philosophy.
But science proves that humans are sociable creatures.
Yeah, but science also thought the earth was flat and that black people's brains were smaller than others, so I stand by mine. Besides, I'm more of an animal person than a people's person anyway. Animals are way more relatable.
The best Disney characters always have trusty animal companions.
Cinderella's mice were more trustworthy and loyal to her than her family ever was. They're just better. I myself have my hamster on campus.
That is so cute. I didn't even know they allowed pets on campus.
Boo is my emotional support animal, according to the university.
Oh, boo. Nice. Wait, why didn't you name him Genie? That was Aladdin's best friend.
Best friend? Better than a poo? Genie left him.
Aladdin set him free. He was miserable.
Yeah, but he wasn't miserable with Aladdin. He was happy and still left.
He was sad when he left, though.
Pets are always the one who stay. Animals will never leave your side.
My philosophy is Disney is big before anyone else.
Friends is not Disney.
A worthwhile exception. I've got to start heading to rehearsal. I'm going to make it on time for the buses. I'm sorry. I've been trying to remember this whole time so I didn't have to ask, but, what's your name again?
I was thinking the same thing for myself. I'm Carter.
Cool. I'm Destiny. But my friends call me Dee.
Do they?
No, I've always just wanted to say that. So.
Destiny, do you believe in soulmates? No pun intended.
No. The reason for that is I believe you may have more than one soulmate. So the idea of a soulmate is therefore void. Do you?
Yeah, I was just never looking for mine. Don't think I'm ready to be in a relationship.
Because it's better to be alone.
Something like that.
Relationships are all the same, romantic or platonic. Whoever stays, stays. Whoever goes, goes. I don't think fate can change that, unfortunately.
And you just don't want somebody to stay. You need somebody who's going to hear you and know you. I mean, isn't college where you find your lifelong friends anyway?
It's supposed to be.
It's not going to be with that attitude. What do you wish? Teresa's going to come back, apologize, and y'all live happily ever after?
No, I wouldn't waste a wish on her.
Good.
Oh, speaking of.
What?
No way. Teresa said, thanks again for letting me use the car. I owe you one. In fact, I talked to Melissa and said you can totally come to the party with us. You down?
Oh, wow.
This is awesome. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna wear. And
Boy, you're gonna go? Destiny, that's a pity invite. She's only doing it because you won't be mad at her.
No, it's not.
She only thought to invite you after begging for the car just so you won't be upset. If you were her real friend, she would have invited you in the first place.
True, but she still thought of me. Better late than nothing. Oh, and she said, could you be the designated driver? It would be so much easier than paying for an Uber. Thanks. Kissing face.
They don't want you. They want the car.
Maybe we'll bond at the party and they'll invite me for real next time.
Or, instead, I heard about this org that's having a puppy therapy session tomorrow. Would you want to go with me?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, well, I ain't no Trent or Teresa, but at least you can bond with some puppies.
I'd love to. Can I put my number in your phone?
Depends.
On what?
Puppy or party?
Puppy. Definitely. Well, I gotta run. Text me.
Will do. Thanks, Steve.
Amazing. Let's give it up for Alyssa. All right. So, Alyssa, what inspired the title for this play?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it's basically the thought that the expectations that we have freshman year, coming in, making the big freshman friend group and just fitting in, and the fact that that doesn't always happen, and you can end up feeling alone a lot of the time. So they both kind of feel like they have nobody. And I think the beauty of the ending of this play is that they find each other unexpectedly, which tends to happen in college too.
Yeah. All right. And I'm going to throw this question back at you from earlier. Do you think you're going to write more plays in the future?
Yeah, I think I will. This was a really cool process, and just seeing it all like come to life. Like, I want to thank Tia, Malcolm, and Daphne. Like, you all were amazing, and it's just been so much fun watching them. Like, the characters you write, just living on screen. It's a cool feeling. So I think I will.
Awesome. Thanks, Alyssa. All right. So next up, we have The Personification of Consciousness, written by Laura Luzardo.
Hi, welcome to Ducky's Donut Shop. How can I help you?
Hi, I'd like to get a cold brew iced coffee with cold foam, 2 pounds of sugar and cream, 3 pounds of caramel, and 1 pound of raspberry. And can I get whipped?
Okay. Did you say mocha?
No, it's a cold brew with sweet cold foam, sugar and cream, 3 pounds of caramel, and 1 pound of raspberry, and whipped, please. Wait, should I add mocha?
If you want. What size?
Actually, I'll just stick to my regular. And I would like medium, please.
Got it. Okay, so we have a deal where if you get a medium or large drink, you get a free sandwich this week. We're promoting our new kebabs, grilled cheese, and our morning hammy Sammy. Would you be interested?
That Sammy's sounding good.
Huh? What are you doing here?
Girl, I'm just eyeing that sandwich. And I think your tummy's rumbling.
I don't know. I think I'll leave like $4 off my bank account.
But it's free.
Yeah, but if I get it and I like it, I want to get it and getting much each time. And that's like double what I'd be paying.
I say you get one, but the kebab grilled cheese sounds better, so.
Oh my god, no, you're here too?
No, I heard you had a question. The left man hasn't been much help.
What? Yes, I have. We haven't decided yet.
Alright,
Yeah,
alright,
exactly.
guys. What are we gonna do?
We are getting the kebab grilled cheese and calling it a day.
Did you not just hear what I said? About my bank account?
YOLO.
Honestly, if there is a promotion this week, there might be more in the future. Just ask before you choose. Just ask if there's more deals in the future.
Are you having more sales like this soon?
I don't know, I just work here.
See, honestly, why am I even changing my routine?
That was not a definitive response, so maybe. And it's good for change sometimes.
Okay, just choose. I told you what to get. Don't weigh your options. Just get the kebab on the grilled cheese. Treat yourself.
Oh, wait. What are you actually in the mood for?
That's the problem. I don't know.
Okay? Just play heads or tails. Okay? And by heads or tails, I mean right man and left man fight to the death.
No.
Idiots. Just be more inquisitive. I don't know. Maybe you can ask what your drink.
Okay, yeah. Let me do that. Which sandwich do you think will go better with my drink?
Sweet cold foam, caramel, raspberry. I actually just started working here and I've never seen anything like this, so I'm not really sure. I think either would be good because they're both salty, but I'm not sure what the perfect pair would be. Yeah.
All right, well, this is impossible. What do I get? Do I even get anything at this point? There's like 2 people behind me. I think maybe they should go first, and then I can decide.
Just let the universe decide for you. There's so many answers out there, you just gotta find them.
And when you can't, you make them. You and me left hand, rock, paper, scissors. On
Oh
shoot.
my gosh.
You're being ridiculous. Hey, whatever. Hey, no, don't worry about those people behind us. They're probably thinking the same thing too, so.
That's true. You just have to be true to yourself and choose the food your heart and stomach wants. And when you saw that ham and Sammy, there was some rumbling going on, so that might be your choice right there.
No, I want to get a drink.
Take your time.
Yeah, they can wait.
Hey, are you done yet? Sorry, I'm almost done.
Okay, see, after a certain point, I can't keep defending you. You just gotta choose.
Okay, but you have to take into consideration that drink with just any sandwich just won't do. You have to think about this rationally.
Hey, but there's a bunch of people getting in line behind us and we don't have enough time for that, so you just gotta choose. Velma, come on, we can't do this for you.
Don't you see you're stressing her out?
I'm stressing her out?
You're both stressing me out. I'm stuck here, and you guys are just making things worse. I still don't know what I'm going to do when the words coming out of your mouth are slapping me and everyone else in the room across the face. And no one else can hear you. Only I can.
You probably look crazy right now.
Yeah.
Enough.
Do you need another minute?
Yes.
Actually, no. I think I'll just get the drink. Thank you very much.
Great. Your total will be 646.
Great.
Awesome. Great job, Laura.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love this. Yeah. So after seeing your play, was it how you imagined it was?
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I was sitting in my seat. I was like, oh my goodness. It was so different getting to watch it because I like getting to be a part of it was just like insane. So yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. It's an honor to be part of your cast, but how did you think of your cast? Your little cameo?
Oh my goodness. Literally, it was just so awesome to watch. Thank you so much for being a part of it as well. Like it was awesome to watch, seriously.
It's my pleasure. All right. Thank you so much, Laura. I want to welcome Uchenna back to join me, my co-host. And
all right, and we would like to back out for our curtain call.
No, go ahead.
Camera's on. We would like to say a big thank you to everyone who was involved and contributed to our projects. A special thank you goes out to our editors and camera operators, Daphne Sardis and Rachel Weeks. You guys are the best.
Ooh, love y'all. All right, so at this time, we'd like to open a Q&A session for anyone around the world who's watching. You can enter a question in the chat or a comment, and we'll take any questions for any of the playwrights or any of us. The floor is yours.
We also would like to mention that Rachel did have to leave early, but we clap our hands for her as well.
Just like to remind you guys of the lineup that we had tonight. So first, it was Something Bad by Uchenna Agbu. And then we had Milligrams by Luke Farrell. After that was Straight Play by Rachel Bland. Then was Broken Down by Vigny Severanova. Following that was my play, Nobody. And then last but not least, Laura Lazaro with The Personification of Consciousness. All right, first question by Luchi Wonkwo. What was the theme of the productions? She noticed they all have similar styles. Anybody want to go? I mean, I can say I did notice that when watching them all together too, which is so funny because there wasn't really a theme. We kind of all just had discussions during class about our own identities and different things that we've discovered about ourselves. Haha, soul searching at Luke. And I think just found that we relate to each other a lot and had similar things. I don't know, does anybody else want to touch on that question?
I think that we all definitely like the premise of the class that kind of led us to this process was all about identity. So I think that, you know, whether it was kind of a direct reflection of an experience we had, I think everyone kind of brought a piece of their own identity into their work, or at least, you know, loosely inspired by some kind of lived experience we've had or we heard about.
All right. And we have another question from Patrick Joyner, which is, what was the hardest part of the writing process? I know I can say for myself, the hardest part of the writing process was figuring out what exactly to write about, because we all had so many great ideas in class and we had so many great discussions, but really pinpointing what it is I wanted to say and what story I wanted to tell was difficult for me.
I have to agree with that. For me, my experience, it was definitely like I had no clue what I wanted to write about. It was so hard to get started, but then once I did have like a certain idea, that helped me push on forward. But yeah.
Yeah, I think all of us kind of we did sort of like a writer's room style where we all kind of read each other's plays and listened and gave feedback. And I think like the hardest part was kind of sitting in the discomfort of hearing words that you wrote. I know for me, it's really hard to watch something that I wrote or even someone read something that I've written out loud, but kind of like surrendering that and just saying, you know, at the end of this, I'm going to get feedback that's going to make this even better. And I think like that's something our class was really great about, was giving really, really helpful and specific feedback over the entire course of like our writing the play.
Yeah, I just to add that I found it so helpful that we were all really supportive during that writer's room because it really helped develop some of the kinks out. Okay, for our next question from Kemsi Osikwe, he asks, was there a time frame where we had to write the plays, and was there a time frame to film? If any of us want to answer.
I can answer. Yeah, so the time frame for writing the plays, we spent like the first half of the semester having our discussions and talking about race and identity, how it applies to us, how it applies to the world around us. And we spent the second half of the class really implementing those ideas and also our individual and like inner thoughts into the plays we wanted to write. And so as Luke was saying, we had like a writer's room style. So the second half of the semester was writing, the first half wasn't. And then the time frame for filming, I think everyone was a little different probably. I think mine might have been one of the first ones filmed, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that was not as heavily involved for us. Marshall, Daphne, and Rachel all just kind of worked their magic for that.
Yeah, definitely want to send a big thank you to Professor Marshall Jones III, who not only directed all of our shows, but also taught the class and inspired us to continue writing and keep going, no matter how rough they were in the beginning. But just curating this wonderful class for us, even the style of it to be like a writer's room. And it was just a great time.
All right. If there are no other
All right.
questions, does anyone want to comment on anyone's plays that they saw throughout the night? I mean, they were all amazing. I have so many things I could say, but I want to open the floor up to everyone.
I got to see because I had to join late, I got to see both Alyssa and Laura's plays, and hearing the revisions since the last time we heard them was what, the end of April. So now we're at the end of May, and hearing all the revisions that were made, and like kind of the nuances of, you know, making the characters more specific and even some of the circumstances more I don't know, like almost like a surprise ending in a couple of them, was really cool to see. And like also seeing not real actors, because we're all actors in some capacity, but seeing kind of people use their physicality and kind of seeing it all come together. And the locations that were chosen were really great and fit the stories really well. I'm gonna have to ask you, Laura, where where yours was filmed. Shout out to that place. I don't know, were those sound effects or was like that chopping and stuff in the background like really happening?
Yes, all that stuff was really happening, and we were like freaking out about the microphone. We were like, oh my goodness, we hope it catches it. And yeah, it was pretty crazy, but all that stuff you heard, it was happening, and there were customers in there, and yeah.
I think that's so good for the actors because it's like creating the sense of urgency that is like actually very seriously there. I thought that was brilliant.
So cool. You guys were on location. It came out really cool. I'm glad. Laura, what was it like being in your play?
So I was so nervous, like I was behind everyone, but yeah, I didn't know what to do because I'm not an actor. I just dance, so I try to like channel in some of that embodiment, you know. It was pretty interesting. It was very last minute because we couldn't find someone, so I was like, okay. Marshall asked me, he was like, would you be willing to be a part of your own play? I was like, yeah. So yeah, it was cool.
Shout out to Laura and Ibigny for being a dance major and a visual arts major amongst other theater arts majors. We love having you. Hope you had a great time. And this is what theater is all about, like seeing different perspectives and different stories from different people. So I think you definitely were an asset to the class, and I hope you feel such.
Yeah, I must say, everyone in the class, everyone was such an asset. And we all are playwrights, period, because we wrote these plays and we did it. We're all very proud of ourselves.
It's so hard to believe that because I took this class for a couple different reasons. It was mostly out of interest and curiosity, and I myself have never written a play, and was very nervous to do so, and kind of being in a room full of people with different experiences with playwriting, people that have written different plays and people that have not, and kind of like seeing all of those and also people's interests kind of like intersect was very comforting because I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one that feels incredibly nervous to hear these words that I've written for the first time be read out loud. So that was an awesome part of kind of the class setting.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for being there and having this night with us. To the audience, thank you for tuning in and watching our work that we've been working on all semester. We really appreciate you. Love to all the family, friends. Love you guys. Rochana, would you like to add anything?
Just let's give it up one more time for all the playwrights, all the camera people, Professor Jones, Kayla. Thank you so much, Kayla, for running tech. So much.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you all. Good night.
Thank you.